Magic. Haha. It's going to get loud in a minute. We're sanding medallions and getting stuff ready to send out, but good morning. How's it going? The stream will probably be pretty quick because there's a lot to get done and I have people coming to help fairly soon. So I can't stay forever, but I wanted to come say hi. I can show you guys some stuff. I got some stuff in the mail. And then we'll go from there. So we have Amy here. Good morning, Amy. Cindy, good morning. Julia, yeah, it's pony time. It's always pony time, but it's extra pony time on Sunday. Then we have Andrea, good morning. Julia, good morning. Christina, good morning. Brenda, good morning. Krista, good morning, with a happy face. Jody, hi, Jody. All right. Julia's like, I forgot I bought a medallion. Excitement. I can show you guys the resin casts because they're coming out. I feel... So the whole process of scanning something, you don't get an exact copy in the way that you would think you would get it. The scanner that they use to scan, like I send this to a company to do, and the scanner that they use is a ridiculously expensive, it's almost $100,000. It's a really high quality piece of equipment. And even then, to do something so organic as a sculpture, with all the fine little details, you end up not getting quite the level of detail that you would normally if you just had the horse. So, like if you were to do a resin cast, it would replicate it 100%, as long as you don't have bubbles in the silicone or imperfections or whatever. It'll pick up fingerprints, it'll pick up everything, like little scratches, it'll pick up textural differences. Silicone will, but a scanner, they're not quite there yet. So you wouldn't be able to scan a resin and get 100% copy to that resin. It would be, you'd have to go in and adjust the details. So for doing like if you're shrinking something, it doesn't matter as much because you're taking that thing, making it smaller, and all the details kind of carry along, so you're not going to notice it as much as if you replicate it in the exact same size, which if you were to scan it, generally speaking, you would be doing it in resin, you wouldn't be scanning it, so why would you do that? Or making it bigger, you would obviously need to do some work to it. But when I get the files back, I go in and redetail all of it, meaning all the creases I have to resculpt into the piece, and just by the nature of the process, that means that the medallions that were scanned that were older, they might have been a little bit rougher when I sculpted them. The casting might not have been as good as we do now, but that means that these new ones are coming out super, super smooth. I should actually grab the originals for you to see, but this is actually, if you have a shaman, he was the second one I ever did, and I didn't have a pressure caster or a vacuum chamber to pull the bubbles out of the silicone, and so the castings were just rougher. There was more texture on the surface of them. These do not have any of that. These are a baby's bottom level of smooth. He's very, very nice. And then they do all say, wah. Let's see if I can do this. I'm trying to better my lighting for you guys so that it works a little bit better. Hopefully it does. It's not gonna work. So it says shaman, and then come on, camera. There we go. Fan faves. So shaman, fan faves. It's got my little stamp on it, and then the year, so that you can differentiate. Obviously, they're mirrored, so it's, if you know the sculpture, it's a little bit easier. But it also says 2023, and it says fan faves on it. So, and the resin casting's nicer. Which, like I said, I feel a little bad about that in a way. It wasn't possible to mirror them and then just 100% just print them out and leave it. I couldn't do that. So Xavier, same kind of deal. He would sometimes get pebbling in these little swirls, the decorative swirls, and then in his braids, but everything's coming out really nice and smooth, which is really cool. So that'll make these guys really nice to paint for everybody. I'm quite excited. You can see that's a bit. This one needs a little bit more sanded off the bottom. Come on, it's not my face. There you go. Fan faves 2023. This one came out a little nicer. Some of them I had to re-carve in the fan faves part because my stamp wasn't thick enough. But that's okay. And then the Goliath is nice. So he originally cast pretty well, but there was still some textural stuff going. There we go. Some textural stuff going on. The lighting's working a little better today than it normally does, yes. So he's quite nice. He would sometimes get little bubbles in here too. So we're better at casting, better at molding. I'm better at sculpting, so I try and sculpt them a little bit smoother for you guys, so that we don't get the pebbling and stuff. But like especially like the first ones, like Shaman and Goliath a little bit, and Xavier, even Alphaba. And then with some of them, so Alphaba was one of them that we thickened. You can hear Chris sanding in the background. So she's a little bit thicker than the original version. The original version was very thin, and that's before I realized that sculpting things thicker would be better. I don't think we've ever had any break or anything. I've personally broken off one of her front legs, but that was on a really extra thin copy. This one, she's not going anywhere. She's like super sturdy. So she'll be a little bit thicker than the original, but I think that's a thing that needed to happen. But yeah, they're coming out wicked nice. And then I did have the question of, are these coming back? And this is only an edition from now, well, from November 27th, I think was it, when the sale started, to today. And the end of today, we will close the edition out, or the editions out, and they will be done. And I'll probably have a couple of copies each on hand for me to paint to sell as sales pieces later on, but that'll be pretty much it. And then our lovely Valkyrie. And they look so freaking cool together. I don't have the originals here in the studio, but they do. I could show you the pictures again. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. And then Savoir Faire cleaned up really nice. So you can kind of see super smooth castings. She's fairly low relief. So actually, I'll move out of your way. But with a thick enough bottom that she'll actually stand on your shelf by herself, which is really nice. It's always good to have something, and she's pretty stable. It's always nice to have something that you don't need to try and find a way to put on a thing or some funky stand, because they stand on like two hairs. I try and make mine so that there's some sort of support on the bottom. Like even Shaman has like this little bit here that he can support himself on. But these ones are better. She's kind of self-explanatory on how she stands. But you can always stick it to stuff, which is good. I still want to put them back to back on the bottom of my shelf, kind of jumping, or even maybe the top corners, because I've got some thick edging around some of my horse shelves, and then I could put two of them up there and they would just frame it really nice. I think it would be very cool. Anyway, that's just me geeking out on my own stuff. I don't know. I'm here because I like ponies like you guys. We're all just here for that. So, yeah, and she's actually bigger than I had listed in the ad because I can't do math. Where is my measure? So I think I said she was 6 inches. What's my raven head measurement? And she is 7 inches long. So quite long. And then just over 5. Yeah, just a hair over 5 inches tall. So quite a large medallion. And that's why on the website she's listed as a little bit more, because she's gonna look really, really cool. I really wanted to have a painted sample for you guys because I think she's gonna really shine when she's painted. Come on, camera. There you go. Think about it. Because that'll be what really makes her pop. And then once you get the shading in there, it'll look really, really cool. And then that tail's gonna be super fun to paint. All swishy and happy. Fleabit Gray, Bay, could do her all sorts of cool stuff. I need to do, I don't know. I like Appaloosa, like leopard Appaloosa colored Arabs. So maybe that needs to happen. Oh my goodness, we have so many people. We have Trucker's Wife 50. Hello, good morning. Let's see. Ride Till Dark. Hey, how's it going? I saw you working on more medallions. That's so cool. I'm so excited. Hopefully the first one's selling well for you. Aiden, hi Aiden, how's it going? Amanda, good morning, Amanda. Denise, good morning. Katie, good morning. It's the birthday stream. Kind of is. I'm sneaky about my birthday. I don't have it listed on Facebook. I did make a post this year, which I don't normally do, but it was my 5-year chemo-anniversary, I guess. I was diagnosed 5 years ago in October on the 19th. I remember the day. And we'd signed the paperwork for our house the day before. So it was just a big, crazy mess of stuff. But yeah, so it's been 5 years since I did all of my treatments for cancer, which is crazy. And that means that my risk of recurrence is lower than it would be, because usually recurrence with the type that I had, which is triple negative, which means it's not hormone based, it's not HER2 based, which is a protein, and means I'm not on any treatment. So a lot of people will be on different kinds of medications after they're all done with all their cancer stuff, and that's to keep it from coming back. And I didn't have that option because mine didn't have any of those possibilities. And it's either really responsive to treatment or it's not at all. And if it comes back, it's usually comes back in the form that's not treatable. So fingers and toes and all the things we cross and try and manage things the best we can. But yeah, it's been 5 years. That means my recurrent rate goes down, or risk goes to normal. What normal people with the HER2 positive and hormone positive, estrogen, progesterone positive cancers would be. That's why they didn't have to go and take all of my lady female anatomy bits out. The breasts had to go, but we did the tubes for a different reason, because I'm BRCA2 positive, which is a gene mutation that keeps you from, like, it goes and fights cancer in your body, and mine doesn't function very well. It was born different. But so they have to do monitoring for all sorts of stuff. But anyways, that's all that. But I was sneaky about my birthday, so I don't post it online generally, but I did post this year. So yay, it was my birthday a couple days ago on November 30th. So I am a Sagittarius. I am part pony, which is fantastic. Aw, thank you guys. Let's see. As I show off medallions. People are excited for Shaman, sucker for Native American ponies. Yeah, there's some of my favorites, and in retrospect, there were a couple of other ones that I wanted to do too, but I kind of kept it to the top ones. So, yeah. Laura Rocksmith, hello. How's it going? Please also hold them up to your head so you know exactly how big they are. Okay. Savoir faire. Let's see. That's my head. And then this one. That's my head. So funny because they've always been big, hey? And then this one. Ta-da! I love the head scale. Ta-da! Da-da-da. He's stabby. Ow. So watch that. If you get him, you could use him as a throwing star. Yeah, so that's that for the medallions. So if you want any of that or any of the swag, all of that stuff's being shut down tonight, at the end of the day. So I might try and leave it as late into the night as possible for people, but it technically closes out. That's the best kind of anniversary. Yes, the no fucking cancer. Wait, where's my beep? There we go. No cancer anniversary. It's always good. Amy's saying I had a kidney transplant 5 years ago this past August. Happy kidney-versary! Baby little, it's like you're adopting a kidney. Old boobs crossed, says Laura. Yes, that is a thing. So yeah, Sagittarius squad, Katie too. Yeah, high five. We're all awesome. And my husband's the day before me, so he's November 29th, so he's also Sagittarius. So there's a lot of interesting energy in the household. we're both nuts, so it works out. So I wanted to touch on that. Breyer has their Winterfest up. Let's see if I can adjust for... Close it up. Close it up. No. There we go. Let's see if I can flip you guys over. Main. Ta-da! So this is Breyer's Winterfest. It's a new thing for them. They have a couple of exclusive editions. I think you need to be a collector club member to get in, maybe? I don't know. Because I am a collector club member. And I am logged in. So I guess I could check that. They have a hour-and-a-half long video which shows a little bit of peeks of all the different workshops they're doing. There's workshops, there's archive tours, which is kind of cool to learn the background history of. They talk about retouching models that maybe were overstock and changing the color so that they can still sell it without having to primer totally over top of it and make it chalky. That's kind of neat. We've seen a lot of that kind of over the years, so it's kind of cool to keep an eye out for it and see where you can spot it. They alluded to the fact that the Christmas special this year that's released on Christmas Day will have a Cole variation, which we know, and that it'll be a Kathleen Moody sculpt. So that could be very deadly to me personally. We'll see how it goes. I have 2 Collectors Club accounts, so... between me and my husband, hopefully if it's Huck, I'm yeah. And if it's the Cantering Andalusian, I am also. And then if it is the Fell Pony, probably a little bit in trouble. They did do. There's ones that they've done with Moody in the past, so it won't be 100% of the options that are out there. There's Big Ben. There's, oh my goodness, so many Moody's. What do we got? There's Esprit. There's Brishan. There's the non-hairy version of Brishan that I don't know the name of. There's so many Moody's. Silver would be amazing. Oh my god, I would be so... Okay, Danger Will Robinson. I don't think I'm the only one. I love Moody stuff, and especially as a Christmas decorator. Oh no, so much trouble. Or they'll be like, one of these years they're just gonna be like, and it's a new sculpture, ha ha ha, you guys can't guess it. It'd be terrible, I say. So yeah, there's a thing. That's a thing. Hopefully you guys are in the same basket as me. Some of you will be safe, but some of you won't be safe. I am safe from the Winterfest models, personally, but I will show you those in a second. So check out the broadcast thing, like you can see on my scrub through. That's the archive. Oh, you can't see that. That's the archives, and then they're showing off different workshops, and more workshops, and more archivey things. And that's the lizard. He's crashing around. We gave him a little ladder, so when he wanders around the house, he can go into the tub and let me know he wants a bath. So he's got a little lizard ladder up the tub, and he's trying to figure out how to use that. So they have TB Truino, in a really pretty color, kind of similar to how they did Thunder on Ashquar, which is a really nice color. It looks like it's very metallic-y, pearly, nice. Then there's Mouse, which is super cute, with his little wreath at his hat. His facial marking is so interesting. My brain, like, it's like, it's got a pink nose, I want to kiss it. And then they have their holiday collection, so there's Highlander, all the Highlander swag and stuff. And then Laura Rock Smith's carousel medallion. She is in the chat, so congratulate her on her awesome carousel. Then we have the Polo Pony, which is funny because they said that there's a Polo Pony in the Stablemate Club, and the Polo Pony is here. So maybe it's the same sculpture. They said it was slightly modified, so I don't know how you would slightly modify that. Maybe put it on a base so it stands? But they did, it does look like they scanned one. So, who knows? And then the snow globe. And then there's a couple of contests, so make sure to enter that if you are able to get in. Don't know if you need to be a club member, it doesn't say. Maybe. Maybe you guys know in the chat. And then workshops. Down at the bottom, they have sales going on a whole bunch of stuff because it's Breyer and that's what they do. I'm done. Wada! You can see all my unicorn hairs. I got way more unicorn hairs for my birthday. Like here, you can see them. There's a whole bunch more in there. And I have like, I was sanding medallions before I came, so I've got crud in my hair. I will bring the chat over so I can see stuff. Katie says, long distance high five. Cheryl Bond, December born mare here, part pony 2. Yes, so I do have a handsome Finn behind me. I will show you in a minute. Ari, hi Ari. What am I doing? You guys are glad I'm still here? I'm glad I'm still here too. I had so many more ponies that needed to happen. Couldn't just leave. Huck Bay, I would be in trouble. Yes, very much. Hi Lizzie. Let's see. Get paid on the 22nd, so I can actually participate. Ethereal would be really nice. He's another one I would be in big trouble. Silver, Clearware is a must in everything. Don't give Raven ideas. I have all the ideas. Just a Dream would be really fun. Don't give Breyer ideas. Okay. Adore Moody Sculpts. Technically not safe. I grabbed a mouse because he's cute, says Teresa. He is very cute. Smushy nose. Julia, Raven's got a lizard? I have a giant iguana that sometimes comes and says hi in the streams. Like cat-sized. Like this big around cat-sized. So dog-sized almost. He lives up there, he's got a house, and he wanders freely, technically. He's got free roam in the house. Doesn't really love people, doesn't seek them out, generally speaking. He'll sometimes come into our bubble, and that's about as close as he gets. That's him showing love, is he'll come over the net that's on top of the couch and just hang out and be like, I am in your bubble. This is me showing you love. So cute. Yeah, she has done a lot of sculptures, so saying it's a Moody doesn't necessarily narrow it down as much as you would think it does. First time you said you had a lizard, I was thinking little, and then walked into frame. It was like, holy shit. Yeah, it's not a little lizard. We're talking like body this long, head like that big, body. If I grab him around its torso, technically, Blue is probably female. It's hard to tell with iguanas, and none of the normal sex characteristics have been pronounced either way with Blue. He's got kind of, we've been calling him a him since the beginning, but probably a she, I would imagine. There's been no sign of male bits, because that sometimes shows up. And they get big pores on their thighs if they're male, and they're not really big pores. No eggs yet, so I don't know. Blue was very stunted when we got him. He crawled behind his water dish, and he was a rescue in the pet store that he was at and just wanted to die. So they ended up coming in, seizing him and 300 other animals, fish, reptiles, and then they ended up coming back and taking like more than almost 700 animals and fish and things out of that shop and shutting them down. It was that bad. So yeah, crawled behind the water dish, wanted to die, had a bum knee, broken leg thing. It was bad. Very traumatized. They had to like syringe feed him. His original name was Dash because all he wanted to do was run the heck away. And he was very fast. He's got fastness. There actually, if you look up on YouTube, there is a video. Maybe I can just pull it up and show you guys. It's probably going to breach all sorts of community standards, but people do react videos. It's fine. Let's see. YouTube. Iguana. Goat runs snakes. And it is a BBC video. How do I make that bigger? Mini player? Mini player. Nope, that didn't do it. So if you don't like snakes, look away for a second. But I'll show you how fast they are. So this is the little iguana. And this isn't a blue or a green iguana like blue is. But they're all the same. They run really fast. Like faster than you would probably anticipate. And then they're like, gonna circle him. He's like, if I don't move, they won't notice me. And then they all notice him. Here. Where is he? There he goes. Look at him. Look how fast it is. And there's so many snakes in this. I'm sorry if you're scared of snakes. Look away. But they go so fast. And that's how fast Blue can run when he tries. So he can't, himself can't run that fast because he's got a bum knee. But if his other leg, back leg worked, he could run that fast. And then they almost go up on their back legs. The iguana's safe. It gets away and it survives. So if you're sad, I will fast forward it. Watch. See? He's fine. It's all good. But he's so fast! I don't know. It's crazy. So yeah, that's my little escapade into this is how fast iguanas are. So they can go quite quick. So Dash was a very good name for Blue at the time. And then when we got Blue, I was like, can't name it Dash. Because I was like, what, Rainbow Dash? Got Rainbow Dash iguana? Which would have been actually kind of fun, but yeah. I'm pretty obsessed with dinosaurs, so it's like we have to have a raptor name. Just a thing. It is a lap lizard, pretty much. They're basically like having a cat that eats vegetables and is not fuzzy. They're more scaly and judges you, which is about what cats do. So, same kind of idea. And less, well, no, they've got claws. I was going to say less claws, but they're not the same sharp claws, but their scales can also scratch you. So that makes up for the fact that their claws aren't as sharp. Yeah. Let's see. I always wanted a dinosaur, so it works out. I wanted a leopard gecko when I was little, but didn't work out. I had a turtle, a red-eared slider, and now we have Blue. And Chris has had iguanas before, so. Let's see. People are saying clearware. Katie, could be both. We should probably get him properly sexed. Yeah, so Blue's got pretty big jowls and a pretty big dewlap. Chris's other female had a very small dewlap and a very kind of more slender face. So, I don't know. And he does fight the iguana in the mirror, but the females can do that too. So, do not know. Let's see. Yeah, lots and lots and lots of things. Julia's saying my beardie's ridiculously fast. It's annoying. They are fast and they scramble. Oh, I love that. There's a few memes and videos kicking around that pop up on my feed every once in a while. Little beardie's just giving her on like tile. You're like, you're not going very fast, but not going anywhere. Snoop Dogg commentary on the vid is priceless. Holy muffins, they're fast. They do run on their toes. They are scaly cats. Blue is blue. So yeah, that is the tangent that we just decided to go on, was all the bluey things. So yeah, I've got people coming in to help to pack all the boxes. Biters are still, email confirmations are going out for R and S. And then we'll have a pretty big push for those as I'm trying to get them all out before Christmas. So fingers crossed all of your things for me. She's being better in the molds, so that helps. But it's still, we will have a party when she is done. We can do this. I can do this. I got this. It's like 90% head game at this point. Just one foot in front of the other. We can do it. It is fun. Yeah. And then I am getting an upgraded camera mount for next time, so there'll be a couple of changes to the stream that you guys might not notice as much as I will, because you're on a little cheap thing that moves, which isn't as effective as a thing that's on like an arm that moves. So hopefully that helps. Lighting I'm going to improve a little bit for the next time, because I've got a big light box and a whole bunch of little key lights, like this guy. Woo. The camera like that, actually. And the little guys are bigger, or are easier to deal with than the really big light that I've got there. I've got big light boxes that are a pain in the butt to set up, so I need to set things up so it's easier to stream, so that things go better and easier and faster and all that. Raven power! You're almost done. I'm almost done. So close. It's so close. I can't give up now. So I will show you what I got in the mail, because they're awesome. Got new pins. Speaking of Silver and Moody stuff, so they had their cool pins that are on. There's some that have extra effects, so the Croy has glitter in the main, so I only got 2, because I'm trying to be good. And then the Mojave one's really cute. I'm half tempted to get more of these, and then I can epoxy over top of them or something, because I think that would be fun. You could do all sorts of cool stuff. Customizing pins, that's the next big thing, guys. Trust me. And then I got the little version of Aquila. Still not a huge fan of that mold myself, but maybe I'll customize it. Or if you're desperately seeking a matte one and want to save it, then let me know. Because if it stays here, it'll probably lose its head. That happens to things. So very cute. Cute in that size. And then I got Rhiannon and Remy. Super cute. This is going to play so well with Firestorm. I'm so excited. She does look like she got a bit of a sunburn. But very, very cute. And little mare bits. Mare bits. No feeties though. Very cute. It's nice that we have kind of a drafty full finally. And then Rhiannon, who's very, very pretty. I like the color. It looks more bay than buckskin, I would say. But they're calling it sooty buckskin, so. Ooh. Come on. It's like I would rather focus on the things in the background. Come on, camera. Think harder. Think harder than that. Oh, man. He was doing so well earlier. Okay, if you can't see anything but her face, can you focus on her face? Nope. Not happening. Alright, well. She is very pretty. She will look really cool in other colors. I think. She's very heavy. There's a lot of plastic there. It's kind of a shame that there's so much in the way for tack. I've seen a few people try and tack her up, and she looks good, but it's hard to manage around all of the hair, and then that's in the way of the saddle and stuff. And she's got foot detail on the lifted foot, and then flat feet on the other feet, and then her lady udders. Very cute. All the little halo spots. So this one, I'm probably keeping this OF, but I'm probably not keeping this one OF. I might do something with this one. But, ironically enough, goes super well with Mojave. Somebody put the little guy with Mojave, or the little girl, I guess. So Remy with Mojave, and they look really cute together. So, just a little bit more of a draftier build, and then they make a very cute family with Stonefin, if I do say so myself. I've seen a few people post, there's a post on Modelholics about it, which is super cute, but not the plastic version. It has to be the resin version, because the resin version's 8 inches tall, whereas the plastic version's, I can show you, smaller. What? I mean, you could try it. But he's a little bit too small to go well. It's kind of a shame because the resin goes so well. Like, just the right size. And the right feel. And I love when the universe is like, here you go, you're going to magically not know what each other are working on, but secretly collaborating in the universal energies because of what was asked for. I didn't 100% pick what I sculpted for stone. They had kind of an idea of what they wanted, and we worked together on it. And I imagine that Kylie was kind of the same. They probably worked with each other because there's so many things that they want for their line and things that they don't necessarily want or already have in progress and they can't tell you about. So it's not 100% you get to do whatever you want. So it's just kind of fun when things work out the way they do. I love it. And that the babies can play together makes me happy. Raven needs an entrance to her studio that reads head-free zone with a pic of a horse head silhouette and one with a red circle that says no. No heads allowed. Yeah, she's way heavier than you would think. And yeah, so Stone wanted, they were calling the big version a drum horse and the little version a cob, and they wanted more of a cob for their line because they had Bunny and she's already bigger. They didn't want another big drafty size thing. And he's also quite long, which would be a little bit unwieldy to try and fit into boxes and ship out and make molds for and all the rest of it. But I think the big one would be cool, but that's okay. We get a cute pony-sized one too. So if you want the big one, you just gotta go find the big resin. It is a thing. So yeah, do it, customize pins. See? I'm gonna start a thing. You could totally, even if you just put like a glitter epoxy over top of it, or you could paint it whatever you wanted, and there's so many options. So exciting. Anyway, because I needed a new thing, right? Be careful to watch for egg binding. Yes. So we've been watching Blue for that, and there's been no signs of anything, which is very strange. So, what else do we got? Finn is 2 raven's heads long. Finn, so plastic Finn is almost 2 raven heads long with tail. Giant Finn is like fully 2 of my heads long. He's huge. Huge, I say. So pretty though. Just like the romance of like that. That makes me happy inside. So yeah. Those are things. Those are plastic things. These are pony things. I didn't have anything else I wanted to share just yet. There's no anticipated first batch date yet for Tater. Working on getting those biters out first, and then we'll kind of go from there. So on that note, my help is here, so I will let you guys go. Thank you for having an awesome pony time with me, and I will see you next Sunday when it'll be further into December. So, okay, love you.